Solutions to Reality is a channel. Please subscribe, share. Something somebody going through could help them. Let them know I'm here. I have a question and a statement. Um, when is the right time to judge? I ask that because no matter the time a person feels, you shouldn't judge. I've made videos on this before, and I have to go different ways because people ask me questions, and then I hear different things. I think if people really look at it, what the definitions are, but if yours is different, it needs to be explained. Most people would speak on somebody, excuse me, who's done something wrong and give their opinion. Opinion is a form of judgment. Go another way. Court of law. A judge hears both sides. A jury hears both sides. And it has to be determined who gave the best evidence or who's proven their case. Their opinion and the judge's opinion on who did it, that's a decision. Most people won't get that, but hopefully people will. Most people, I know they're doing wrong, but I'll just put it out there, just hypothetically speaking. And when I speak about it, those people are quick to say, oh, I don't judge. Nobody should judge. Everybody judges. Everyone judges. If you're out there saying you don't judge, you're a fucking liar. Let me tell you why. Very, very clear. And you have to watch what you say by saying don't judge to other people because you don't want to be judged, but you judge. The moment that you say, oh, I wouldn't do that. How dare a person? How could a person do this? How could a person do that to a child? How could a person do something so unthinkable? How could a person do something so idiotic? Oh, how could that person wear that? How could that person do this? How could this? How could this? How could this? You're judging. Form of judgment. I think people need to stop having crutches. Using judgment. I'm not perfect. I'm not human. All of that, when it's said, a lot of people that have done wrong, so much wrong, they use crutch words. They use words to get them out of a situation. And I'm not perfect is a very, very crutched word. Don't use you're not perfect when you fuck up and you know you fucked up. Stop. And all of you out there that's accepting that, please pay attention to it and shut their ass down because I'm sick of hearing that with people that fuck up. Because you knew better. Again, it's not like you brought me a sandwich with some mustard or some ketchup on it and I eat it plain. That's a mistake. Oh, I didn't recheck it. Oh, okay. If you said throw some mustard and ketchup on there and do this and do that, knowing I don't like it, then you're wrong. That's the same as doing something to somebody. Men and women, you talk, communicate, hook up the time, hook up the place to go fuck somebody and do something wrong to your man or woman. That's a mistake? No. No. That's choice. You made the choice. When a person will say, I'm not perfect. Really? Get that shit out of here, man. But then I'm hard and wrong with a person that does that. How? In life, period. Nobody should be doing anything wrong to you and should be paying attention and listening to you on what you don't like in life and that disturbs and bothers you. It's premeditated. When a person get caught at a certain location, a certain thing that they're doing, and certain things in sneaking and cheating, it's premeditated. You thought about it. You planned it out. You thought about what you was going to do. You got to think, because if other people shut this shit down like me, I wouldn't be the bad person. I really wouldn't. Other people would be shutting it down too across the world. I know better. And if I don't, I apologize. My bad. I didn't know that. But did you tell me? Now, some things we know, But some things a person won't tell you, and then they want to tear your head off. No, you don't have that right. I know it sounds horrible. Don't say a person should know. Don't say a person should know you. You got to speak. Communication is everything. I mean, everything communicate about. Because once that person does wrong to you and it's a mistake, you can't cut their head off when you ain't told them those little tiny things that a person may be joking about that's not really serious, but it's serious to you. And then if you mess up, don't come back and say, oh, I'm not perfect. Just be like, you didn't tell me. And that was a joke. It wasn't, a derogatory joke or downing you or whatever. It was just, I didn't know. So you have to use the word, I'm not perfect, as in, I'm not Jesus. I'm not. But you can't just use perfect because you mess up, cause something, and then want to jump on that word. No, it's disrespectful, and that's just out of line. So again, I wonder and ask the question, when is the perfect time to judge a person? People will say never. That's not what I'm asking. Everybody's getting judged at some time. You judge a person before you break up with them. You judge a person at work for not doing what they're supposed to do. Write them up and fire them. You judge a person because of their performance. You're judged every day because if you're not doing your job, you're fired from work. So where people are just using the word, I just wonder, when is the right time to judge a person for their wrongs? When is the right time? I just want to know, because everybody was using to say don't do it and just leave it alone. So never break up with a person who do you wrong. Never break up, never do wrong. Think of anything wrong to a person that do, God forbid, something horrible to you or your family. Never do or talk about anything of anybody else that's doing wrong. Never do, never, 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 never. But if we keep living off those, don't judge me, but continuously do something to somebody, I mean, when is the right time? I really want to know. Please leave a comment, because people left me comments to ask me about it, and I really want to know. Because if somebody's doing wrong and I've been through it, it's like I'm going to judge them by saying, hey, I told you not to do that. Why would you do it anyway? Don't come back with saying you're not perfect because I told you, and if you recite it back to me, then you already know. Don't fall for it. Don't fall for it. And anybody, as I always say on my videos, anybody that's miserable in being a certain way, get away from them. And if you don't like what I'm saying about judgment, is because you're a person who constantly uses that as a crutch. You know better. After 5 years old, 4 or 5 years old, you're basically out of learning the basics in life. I mean, terrible twos, people say my kids never went through the terrible twos, but after 4 or 5, you pretty much know right from wrong. Think about it. Think about it. If nothing is wrong with a child, that's a God's child. We're all God's children, but you know what I mean. I don't like to call them out their names, but when a child is developed a little slower, that's a little different, but still smart as hell in different ways. So you don't really get passes from me because I talk to you. I tell you. I'm telling you about me. And if you don't listen and don't give a damn, then okay. But don't expect it back. Don't. But I'm not going to try to step on your toes deliberately. And don't try to step on somebody else's toes. And don't try to play the game to teach them. Because it doesn't make it right or it doesn't make it better. Don't try to play the game of I'm going to teach them. Because it may backfire on you. Look past that. When is the perfect time to judge a person? Only God can judge me. That's the worst time to be judged. Think about it. Only God. Okay. All right. And those people stay away from too. Because they're going to continuously do wrong to put your life in jeopardy and cause harm or get you put in stuff that you don't need to be in. I'm telling you, I've learned this. But I just sit back and listen to people that talk to other people. And I'm like, well, when is the perfect time to judge then? And they sit there. And they act like, there is no time, basically. Well, then you should never say nothing about anybody else. So I just want to know that. If people want to leave a comment, let me know what you think. And that's just my take on it. Nobody's perfect. Okay, nobody's Jesus, nobody's God. We understand that. But we still know right from wrong. And when we saying Cursing. I love sex. Those are my two biggest sins. I know for a fact, and I know I got to change them. I got to get married to stop the other one. And just when I'm speaking and you know, and not let frustration take over. So I know, but it's going to be a hard ass that I am to say, okay, I can do it, but I'm not. I know what I got to do. And we all know what we got to do. But you know when you're doing wrong, what you need to do and causing harm to somebody else and thinking that, we need to not put them in jeopardy. So again, I just want to know your opinion on when the time is to judge a person, and we all judge. So we can't say don't judge a person because I just told you very clear what you probably do. So you can't say because you're a person who fucks up all the time to say don't judge because you judge. And you're judging a person off of them before you even know them. I say no as in listening to what they say to you, not no as in anything. People say I got to get to know you, and that don't mean shit. I'm talking about getting to know their ways, who they are, what type of person they are, what type of life they lived before. That's what I mean by knowing. And then you turn around and do wrong to them. No, you're that person that fucks up everything for the camp, men and women. All right, so if you do know, let me know. I'm just curious. All right, so I was thinking about that and then talking to people. One love. Hope you enjoy your week and weekend. God bless all my enemies. I even bless you. Just trying to take a turn for the better. I'm gonna bless you too, no matter if you're an enemy or not. That's just me working on me first. Work on you. One love. Push it to reality. We out.